Good morning, viewers. It's another edition of Bystanders at Things on Flip TV, your number one online super review program. Head on Flip TV. Michael Adekunle is my name. We have different stories to be treating today, starting from the meeting of our federal government with Labour that ended in deadlock to the death of Mohbad that is currently still trending in Nigeria. Other stories also will be treated this morning. I welcome you on the program once again. Okay, moving on to what we have on the front page of this day newspaper. The major headline reads, Adeyemo identifies 4 economic reform priorities for Nigeria. On top of the paper, we have indefinite strike looms as NLC federal government talks end in deadlock. Indefinite strike looms as NLC federal government talks end in deadlock. Labour demands 200% wage award. Government worried over economic impact of another strike. Meets TUC today. Quickly to the Nigerian Tribune. Very important one here. On the strike, NLC meets federal government, says ultimatum subsists. NLC meets. Federal government says ultimatum subsists. That's on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, page 8. You can get the story there on page 8. Demands concrete solution to palliatives, wage award, NRTW crisis. How we stabbed, shot Senator Adeola's aide 3 times, say suspects. That can be found on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Moving down to the cult clash that happened in Shagamu yesterday. 8 killed, 9 arrested, says police. 8 killed, 9 arrested, says police. It was a bloody one in Shagamu yesterday. Very, very bloody, attack. Residents claim over 20 killed. Government restricts movement. On Mohbad'S death, police set up special investigation team. Please set up special investigation team. On to the next one. The Vanguard newspaper. What's the Vanguard saying? How the news 10. On the front page, the major headline: Nigeria in revenue crisis with huge public debts, say Adedeji. Nigeria in revenue crisis with huge public debt, says Adedeji. That's the new FIRS boss. Oshodi Apapa Expressway, how police would do our boys, others worsen gridlock. NLC to federal government, you have till Friday to meet our demands. You have till Friday to meet our demands. Drama in Benin. Edo Deputy Governor locked out of his office. Edo Deputy Governor locked out of his office. Quickly to the pictures on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. You have Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Schreiber with a policeman after he was yesterday denied access to his office in the government house in Benin City. We have another picture saying here the embattled Deputy Governor is seen stranded at the gate to his office with his vehicle. Alright, 20 feared dead as cultists clash in Shagamu. 20 feared dead as cultists clash in Shagamu. Atiku warns APC against harassment of opposition. Still on Mohbad, pleased to exhume body for investigation. Alright, these are the stories we have on the front pages of these Nigerian newspapers. We have our reviewers on ground to express their views. But before I bring in our reviewers, let's quickly say hi to the viewers watching us presently from different countries. Alright, Mahmoud saying good morning to you. Akim Adeshino Bada from Flip TV is saying good morning to you. He's watching us from Finland. We have King Cross saying good morning to us all the way from Denmark, and we're saying good morning to you, King Cross. Tony saying good morning to you. King Henry saying good morning everyone, and we're also saying good morning to you. Stop and Chop saying good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to dish it out the way it is, as usual. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Morning, Michael Daniels. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Good morning.
Viewers across the globe. Good morning. Michael, you said it yesterday. That was before the commencement of the program. That there was something going on in Ogun State, specifically Shagamu. Many feared dead. What's happening in that state? This is a place that has been known to be a den of cultists. And it seems the efforts of the security agents there, is yielding no good results. What do you think really transpired?
Thank you, Michael. I think it is what happened in Shagamu yesterday. Shagamu is in Ogun State, Nigeria. It's unfortunate. We gathered that this was a cult clash, which has led to the death of many people. We may not be able to ascertain the number at the moment. It is very sad. It is unfortunate that we are having that development, coupled with the security issues that we've already had before as a nation. And I think government must rise up to the occasion. Agencies that have been saddled with that responsibility must rise up to that occasion. The tendency to misbehave is in every society. It is the agency, the government response is what determines what happens next. So it is not peculiar to our environment. There is always that tendency for certain individuals to misbehave in every society. But government must be up to the task, and I think that is what I'm clamoring for now. The Commissioner of Police, I saw him in the news yesterday. He was on ground monitoring things by himself and his men yesterday, which I think was a good development to stem the tide of that activity. Some arrests have been made, from what I gathered. And I think governments must go ahead, because this is the issue. When people know that they can get away with crime, it will never stop. And that is the missing link. Government must go ahead to prosecute such individuals if they have been found culpable of those crimes. And these are things that will serve as a deterrent to others until people see that government is serious in terms of curbing criminality in the society. It may never stop. It is unfortunate, Michael.
Very, very unfortunate. And I even gathered some information that the ordinary bike man there, students, people selling, are also
artisans.
Artisans. Sorry, thank you for borrowing me that word. Also into such in act. I think this is insane. But the question is the government really doing something about it? Because somebody said something even before we started this program, that they should go and ask the likes of Dapo Abiodun, the governor of the state, and the former governor of the state, who happens to be Gbenga Daniel. Is there anything going on? Are these governors or these politicians using these guys to perpetrate evil?
Before now, cultism generally is somehow restricted to our ivory towers, the university systems, their institutions, and all of that. And because we allowed, or government allowed, that evil to fester for long, it metamorphosed and gathered a lot of strength and moved into streets. And that is why we are having artisans, ordinary people that are not even in the university system or in any of the institutions being co-opted into that satanic association. Because when you are in an association where killing doesn't mean anything, where the lives of people do not matter, it is evil, and it must be called the right name. So, as I said earlier, it seems government is lying low on this matter, and I think that is why it will continue to spread.
We even learned that some of these guys were used for campaigns.
See, you can't rule it out. You can't rule it out. politicians have been reported, let me use the right word, to have been using some of these guys. Long before now. They are close to politicians. These top politicians serve as their godfathers sometimes, and that is why when such individuals get arrested, before you know it, they've been released because calls from here and there, we set that person free, and because of that impunity that we have seen for long, it has festered, and it is even coming into secondary schools. And even primary school, in some cases.
It's there.
So
Secondary school.
it is high time that government rise up to ensure that this evil is stemmed once and for all by making sure that perpetrators of this act are arrested and prosecuted according to our laws. There are laws against courtism and all of that in our book. But the problem has always been enforcement. And when you fail in enforcement, the law is as good as dead on paper.
Now, this brings us to the this brings me to the story of Mohbad. And different celebrities in Nigeria have been calling for an investigation into the matter. The IGP called the CP of Lagos to make sure investigation is conducted on that unfortunate incident. Now, Mohbad, as we all know, is a celebrity in the country, which was signed under the Malian records. And since the guys, I don't even know how to put it this way now. Since his inception, or since he was signed in Malian records, there have been problems upon problems, and that led to Mohbad leaving the record label. After this guy left, problems persisted. This guy has written many petitions against the record label, against people who were after him. But the question is, why were these petitions not attended to? The guy is gone, and there's nothing we can do to bring him back. Michael, I think this calls for serious concern. It should be beyond what we are reasoning now, what we're talking. It's not all about calling out perpetrators. It's all about enforcement that you just talked about, enforcing the law. So what do you think?
Again, it is very unfortunate that we lost Mohbad in the circumstance that we had. Just as you have said, according to what was reported, this guy wrote a petition before now to the police, and how far the police went with that petition, I don't have that information, and I'm trying as much as possible not to speculate. But I believe that if they have done due diligence to those reports, if there have been proper follow-up to those reports, probably Mohbad wouldn't have died. And again, that brings to my point earlier that police must be on top of their game. Crime and criminality, the tendency for it is in every society, but the agencies of government that have been saddled with that responsibility must be on top of their game. That even before crime happens, that there are times, as we see in developed climes, that there are times that police bust criminals even before they perpetrate their evil. So that is the way to go. Intelligence gathering, information must be gathered on time. Criminal element must be fished out, even while they were still planning to attack and all of that. And there's no two way about that. That is how it is done, and in developed countries, and we cannot shy away from that. Police must be on top of their game. You don't treat petitions as if they don't matter and wait until we lose such a young and talented individual before we are now setting up a 13-man panel to begin investigation and all of that. The board is gone, but I hope those that are involved in the demise of that term should face the law.
All right, let's quickly move to Labour and the federal government. The meeting with the NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress, federal government, ended in deadlock again. The Trade Union Congress, the meeting with the federal government on the way forward. This is what Labour is demanding. Increments in salary, wages. Labour also said that CNG buses that was said to have been rolled out, it's not visible. You're not seeing it. Refineries are not working. Of course, the president promised the PH refinery will be working and commence by December. Michael, don't you think it's high time the federal government listens to the Nigeria Labour Congress and find a lasting solution to this? Because whether we like it or not, Labour will go on strike. And Labour, the leadership of Labour has threatened an indefinite strike this time around if the demands are not met. What is it?
The Nigeria Labour Congress is having a very tough times now in terms of having all its affiliates to move in the same direction. Don't forget, TUC has not been responding to the call by Labour. Some of their affiliates don't comply. Some of their affiliates don't also comply with Labour's directive, and that is making some of their morning strikes not to be effective. And the moment government sees that, government will also be buying time. And I think that is what the federal government is doing at the moment. We have seen that cohesion that we have, that we are supposed to have at the Labour Center, in terms of having the same approach from NLC and TUC is no longer there. Some of the affiliates of Labour, NURTW and some other affiliates, are not also complying with Labour's directive, and I think it's making Labour to look like a toothless bulldog. For me, I still do not want the nation to be shut down and compound the economic woes that we're already having. I hope reasoning prevail in their next meeting, so that some of these issues can be amicably resolved, rather than resolving to shutting down the nation.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Many thanks,
Mike. For coming. Thank you. All right, Raphael, good morning to you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Mike.
All right. Are you greeting the viewers?
Yeah, viewers. Sorry, forgive me. I was just engrossed on this, chat with Mike Adekunle before the actual commencement of my commentary. Good morning to you all. And once again, I want to mention the name of Akim Olasupo. Happy staying your leave. Enjoy your leave. Enjoy your leave. Happy staying on your leave. Enjoy your leave with African beaches. Everything good about Africa. The weather. Stay well. I wish you good. Feel secured. You're on your land. Then I'm greeting. Look, it's one of our better viewers here. Akim Olasupo, he lives in Israel. Right now, he's relaxing somewhere in Africa, on leave. Right, so that's why I'm wishing him well. I believe he's well secured. Thank you, viewers. I'm greeting all of you.
After the meeting with the Nigeria Labour Congress yesterday,
yes, yes, yes,
no meaningful results.
That is, it means meeting with federal government ended in what? Dreadlock. Meeting has hit the rock.
Okay.
Not only dreadlock, the meeting of NLC and federal government of Nigeria has hit the rock. Let me explain, Mike. These people know, agree. These people agree. That is the meaning. Meaning, positive and negative. The result is negative. See, let me tell you. NLC, I told you, they have not been living up to expectation over the years. Since the exit of the former chairman of NLC, nothing good has been ever come out of Nigerian Labour Congress. The worst Labour Congress in the world is Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC. Are you listening to me? These people is a group of what? Workers. From civil servants down to TUC. TUC include marketing women, Akara women. See, they have been over-monetized. You know what I mean by monetization? Monetization. They have been bought over. They after money. See, Ajero has been bargaining for how many months now? He has not been given enough money. That's why he has been even eyeing the government, because he's supposed to have backed out and leave us, and leave Nigeria, and leave market women, TUC, workers, laborers, factory workers, businessmen, commuters, transporters to lick their wounds. Because they are toothless backing dog. They are toothless dog. The Nigerian Labour Congress is not even supposed to be backing this time around. They're supposed to be asleep. Nigerian Labour Congress, be asleep. Don't wake up. Go to sleep. We are going to meet federal government. Now the meeting, nothing good has come out of it. The meeting has what? Hit the rock. The agreement, whatever they want to do or agree with each other, has not been sealed. Then there has never been any good conclusion among the labor, the government workers, and the rest of them.
Is what Labour demanding from the federal government too much?
The demand from federal government is not too much, my brother. Mike, let me tell you.
Okay.
What is it that is too much? Is it the minimum wage? Is it removal of subsidy? Is it what? Giving us good governance? They are all encompass good governance. See, stable electricity, good road, water supply,
Increase in salary.
increase in salary. Are you listening to me? All these encompass what? Good governance. Good governance encompasses all this. They are all embedded on good governance. Is it too big? Palliatives is not.
Of the subsidy removal
Palliative
also was discussed.
Mike. Palliatives is just what Nigerians have forgotten long time ago. Because I know that when it was, the right time to give us palliatives, they did not do it. Giving us palliatives because they increase subsidy or remove subsidy, increase pump price, which is just like, it just talk. It's a verbal thing. It doesn't need any effort or human energy. You can't extract any energy from you to say, we don't do this again.
Now, away from that, let's talk about the heinous crime committed by the cultists in Shagamu, the street yesterday. I don't know if you are aware.
Cultists, they fought, they clashed with their rival cultists, and 8 persons were killed in Shagamu. I'm aware. So what do you want me to say now?
You can't even ascertain the number for now. The number of casualties. You can't ascertain the number of people that died.
It will be many because Nigerian youths amazes me.
My question is, what's the government doing about it? This is not the first time.
Yes, these clashes of court related issues
in Ogun State.
Court related clashes started.
I'm talking about Ogun State.
Ogun State clashes, courts have been so incessant, always.
Even in Abeokuta.
In the recent time, even Abeokuta, even in Korodu, I think understand. Even in Lagos here, we see that in the recent time at the axis of Ichaga, Agege, Muchi, court clashes here and there. It has become so rampant. It has become so regular like that.
And I ask myself a question: is the government winning the war against cultism?
No. Government, don't mention government because their parents are in the exalted positions of government. Their parents are lecturers. Their parents are millionaires. The founders of those courts are the like of the Nobel laureate who is blaming youths. I listen to me. So it's a very difficult issue, Mike. It's a very, very difficult issue. Don't be surprised that most of the well-to-do lecturers in the universities are members of courts. They are members of courts.
It is rampant in Ogun State.
It's very, very rampant in Ogun State, Mike. Because that state, I don't know why, that state is so much bent on this court-related issues.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, in the recent time, we've seen Ogun State, we've seen Abeokuta State as a place where court clashes, have become imminent in recent time. Look at the Ribadu, Badu. Bado in Ikorodu ended up in Abeokuta because the head was arrested. They took him. He's from Abeokuta. That Badu now is supposed to know that they took the man. Thank you, Bado. So I don't know why Ogun State is so much. Where is Wole Soyinka from? Wole Soyinka is an Ogun State. The man that are always finish Labour Party, that we the Labour movement, Labour guys, we are the one that started blah blah blah. Mike, let me tell you, government is not winning the war against cultists because of the high positioned or placed people that are involved on
that are sponsoring these guys.
I'm telling you the truth. That's why it cannot go anywhere. See, let me tell you, if there's any problem in a country and the government fails to solve it within 24 hours, they know about it. These people, their children, if you look at their children, you will know that their parents are rich. Poor man children they don't go into what? Cultism. They don't involve themselves. Listen, cultism in Abeokuta is not different from cultism in UNN. It's not different from cultism in Unilago. They are all cults. They are all cults. See, cultism in the university, don't be surprised that all those lecturers are involved. We know they are. They are all. Mike, the problem of cultism is beyond what? Repair. Curbing. You can't curb it anymore. Because of the people that are involved. Government people, stakeholders in the states, they are involved. They needed money, they give them money, they go all about assassinating their political opponents. Don't forget or don't think that cultism in Nigeria is not getting politicized this time around. Because who are the thugs that men and kill political opponents? Who are the ones doing that jobs? Cultists. Mike, it has gone out of control. Boko Haram insurgency is to northeastern Nigeria, while bloody cult members or whatever, cultism is to southwestern Nigeria, southeast and south. That is it. That's Nigeria for you. Boko Haram is killing them there and bandits. Cultists are ravaging, killing everybody, miming everybody at sight in the southwest, southeastern Nigeria. Don't forget that there are many cult clashes, related cases in Anambra State as I'm talking to you now. My brother's child, the boy is around like 22, from Nayu, he studied there. I asked him, what is going on with the state? He said, killings, shooting. I said, is it between the IPOB and the military? He said, no. He said, court. In Anambra State. You see, it has gotten out of hand. So, we should go and arrest people that started cultism in Nigeria. In Nigeria, that are institutions. We should arrest them. It's not a matter of coming to a studio or going to papers and writing nonsense about Nigerian youths. If you know that you are involved in the beginning, commencements, origin of cultism across the University of Nigeria, across the tertiary institutions of this country, they should take you to court.
And I still believe that the lecturers in all these schools cannot pretend that they don't know what is going on.
Mike, I told you that lecturers are involved.
They know.
I told you that lecturers are involved. Have you forgotten?
These guys are their students.
Yes, Mike. Have you forgotten the kind of damages cultism have wreaked in our tertiary institutions across the country? They are involved. The lecturers. They are involved. So we don't know what to do again. Fighting bandits, fighting Ansaru, fighting Boko Haram, fighting cultists again.
No, away from that, Raphael, there are questions bugging the minds of Nigerians. Who killed Mohbad?
Mohbad, the musician. Oh my God! When I learned about the death this morning, it pained me because these guys. If you listen to these guys' vibe, oh my God! I like the guy, but when I had the death, I know that if he did not seek, if that guy died a sudden death, it must be related to cultism. I mean his death. Yes, I'm telling you. That guy now, that musician, Mohbad.
I was signed to Malian record.
Oh my God, the death must be associated to this cultism of it. If he died by accident, too. I'm telling you the truth. If he died by poison, 2 points here. That guy might be poisoned by the rival courts.
Many are even accusing his former boss, the boss of Malian record, Mali, that he has in his killing. Yes.
Oh my God, that guy is dead. Oh my God. May his soul rest in peace, Mike. But one thing is that he lived a good life. You know, he was doing well in the solo industry.
Don't you think justice should take its course?
You say what?
Justice should prevail?
Mike, justice. Are you going to hold who accountable? Nobody has been the person of interest right now, as investigation might be going on. The person of interest, as we predicted, or at least envisaged, might not be actually the person of interest. But let us conduct forensic investigation. Ask yourself if we have such equipment or machineries in Nigerian police. Accurate forensic investigation is not advisable here. Is not available here. I don't concur to anything forensic here because we don't have the equipment. Nigerian police does not have that kind of technology. I'm telling you the truth. Forensic. But in America, if they shoot somebody now and the gun is on the ground, you don't touch the gun. You wear hand glove. Do they do it here? Nigerian police will kill a civilian. By themselves, they will bring out gun and put on the chest of the criminal, the so-called criminal. I ask myself, why don't Eleworo State CID, Banti State CID knows that there is what is called fingerprints. You don't touch. But they brought the gun by themselves, they put on the criminal's chest, till they cut. Oh my God. Mike, Nigeria don't have it. Nigerian police, in this stage of our life, forensic investigation is zero here. They don't. It's only the United States, Europe, Asia that you can see such, in their police, formation, police force.
All right, thank you so much.
To unravel or unearthing the cause of Mohbad's death in Nigeria as at now. You know that our politics is very, very bad. It is not possible to know who came about. Thank you.
It's not possible. The investigation is going on. Let's pray.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Michael.
How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, Stop and Talk, Monster. Dennis, the very chief bishop, Ebere. Good morning, everybody. Every professor, Mon. Good morning, all our viewers in diaspora. Good morning, those of you who are here.
All right, police to exhume Mohbad's body for investigation. And Nigerian celebrities are seriously calling for justice to take its course. The killers are not yet known, and we expect proper investigation to be done by, also conducted by the Nigerian police force. How do you feel about the death of this guy?
Once again, good morning. My name is Charles. Mr. Michael, it's a shame to Nigerian industry. I am highly disappointed in Nigerian industry, and it's a shame to Nigerian also security agencies in Nigeria. This same young guy was crying for justice a few months ago. It was on Twitter that a group of individuals were after his life, and I could remember I watched the video. I watched it, and a lot of Nigerians were asking him, "Where exactly are you? We want to know the location." The same guy was crying for justice. Then the Nigerian industry should go and sit down because they are nothing but a disgrace to industries, not even in Nigeria, in the whole world. One of your own was crying for justice, crying that a group of individuals. What stopped you? Does it mean that such person that same guy that was crying for justice, does it mean that that person that he was crying that is after either his life or any other? I'm not mentioning anybody's name. Are you getting me? Does that really mean that that person is bigger or more stronger than all of you? Does that really mean that we don't have union in Nigerian industry anymore that could call the attention of this young guy, put things together and find out what is actually wrong with this guy? Depression all over. And now, the same guy is late now, and what are the Nigerian industry doing? I watch the burial. I feel like crying. What a world. There's nothing in this world. You build mansion at Banana Island, you did this. It's just that 6 feet. Are you getting me? It's just a disgrace to Nigerian industry, even the security agencies. Nigerian police heard about this for some time. When you watch the video clip, the last time before he died, he said he went for a show. And when he was on the show, dancing and doing other things, they gave him water. Immediately he drank the water. He could not even understand his body anymore.
Right?
Are you getting me? Yeah, he could not even understand what is going on anymore. That was in a hospital, a sick bay hospital. Now, the Nigerian industry, the Nigerian police were there when the same Mohbad was busy crying, saying that a group of individuals were after his. Where were they? When Nigerians should stop fighting, what I call medicine after death. When something is late, that's when they will come out.
We also learned that petitions were submitted to the Nigerian police.
Thank you. Do you know, let me tell you, Nigerian industry is one of the most strongest industry we should have in this country.
The question is, why didn't the police go after those people in the first place?
That is what I'm saying. What I mentioned police people here.
Yeah.
My brother, no, let's forget about the police people for now.
Okay. You're talking about the
entertainment industry. This is a union, a body. And before you can come in there, you must have registered. There must be some certain requirement that's been needed of you. Are you getting me? And you cannot tell me that they don't have president, secretary, and other things, union, generally. It should be the duty of the industry, entertainment industry, to have taken this case to the Nigerian police. You are getting what I'm saying? It should be their own duty to take this case to the Nigerian police to know that this young guy, this is what this guy is fighting for, this is what he's saying. Then, by so doing, you can call the both parties and find out whether what is going on is a. But you let that guy, now he's late. But I was disappointed. Look at the Nigerian industry. This guy died, he's not even up to 24 hours. They buried this young guy. It's not supposed to be like that. And now, they are coming out to tell you or not that they are not in support of what happened. 24 hours, it's not up to 24 hours, they buried the guy, and the information reaching us here that even the casket they used in burying him did not even size the guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Different
stories online.
We have Gladys Oyabo saying that the death of Mohbad is shrouded in mystery. This should be investigated, and all those responsible should be prosecuted.
That is why sometimes in life
people are calling for justice.
That is, my brother, Mr. Michael. That is why sometimes in life you need to raise alarm in life. But the problem we are having in this the kind of country we are in now.
He's raising the alarm through his music, through his songs.
If you watch this guy's song,
people didn't pay attention.
Everything about this.
Some of these messages he
was passing messages publicly, telling the whole public that his life is at stake. They said, I have a mental problem. They said, I can hear very well. I can hear very well. See what is going on. This guy did not hid his feelings. He mentioned names.
Yeah, I think his problem began with the crisis he had with his former boss, Naira Marley. But the guy has been facing a lot.
Do you watch? You see, there was a time the guy said he was on show.
He was depressed.
Are you getting me? He was on show, and then they have to come in and destroy almost everything he was using for his show. About $5 million property, worth of property was destroyed that very day. Where were Nigerian government? Where were the Nigerian entertainment industry? Are you getting me? They are supposed to be there to monitor. This.
I don't know. I don't know if you saw a video that surfaced online where he was shooting a video with Zlatan. Sam Larry came in and slapped him. You know, this guy really faced a lot, and I think justice.
That is what we are saying. But Nigerian always take things very serious.
All right, let's move to another story here.
I'm angry this morning because the death of that young guy, just a young guy, just 27 years.
It's a painful death, honestly. Now, Labour had a meeting with the federal government yesterday, and at the end of the day, no meaningful thing came out of it. There was no agreement, no solid agreement at all. But part of what Labour demanded yesterday is the solution to palliatives, increase the salaries of workers, and which I think is not too much for federal government to do. Am I right?
Yeah. Very much right. But it's just that for years and for some time I have lost confidence in that level. But if these are the policies, these are the agendas, these are the manifestos you have brought in to the federal government, that this is the reason why they are not happy. These are the reason why they want to go on strike. Yes, it's a welcome development. So far, it's something that collectively they are fighting for the entire masses. For now, I say kudos to them. Federal government, this thing is not too much for you to handle. It's not too much for you to meet up. Even the Bible says a laborer deserves his wage. Pay these people their wage. You know, the level of economy we are having. We're supposed to look at things as if they hire the price of goods. You hire the level of their salaries, so that at least they should be able to meet up with some certain standard. A lot of them have family. These politicians should reason very well. These people are just mere human beings like you. This money we are acquiring today, I have house in Banana Island, I have this, I have that. Yeah, it's taking us to nowhere. Are you getting me? Why not live a posterity, a kind of life that people will live to remember you for good? These people are not demanding that you should give them a free money. This is what they have worked for. This is what the kind of labor they have worked for. You know, you can't go to a particular place and make all this laborer work, and at the end of the day, if their boss did not pay, how do you feel? You know, you won't be very much happy and excited. Are you getting me? Everybody deserves to be paid. These people are crying. Yes, I'm very much happy that their cry now is collectively. You know, they are coming in times of, you know, the kind of confidence we have in labor before was not there. But for them to have said that the palliative and other things, these are the reason why they met labor. It's a welcome development. So labor should do things about it because it's not fair. These are people, you know, it's not up to the amount of money you people use. Most of these politicians, it's not even up to. Their salary is not even up to what you use in terms of drinking wine for a day. A lot of about 100 people's salary. A particular politician can use it for just a bottle of wine. So it's not much for them to have. The federal government is not too much. The government should have know the plight of Nigerians. Know that the reason why these people are crying is because of the economy is on a high increase. A lot of things cannot be achieved anymore. You can't go to market with 10,000 naira now and you expect yourself to get something meaningful to yourself. So for them to have fight, even the palliative in question was not, you know, conducively organized in terms of putting it together. A lot of stories here and there. You keep on hearing that the palliative was not even known. A lot of states have not even decided to give out their own. A lot of them have just. That is why, it's like Adamawa, the youth went to one of the places where they packed all those palliative and they broke the warehouse and they packed all those foods. A lot of food that were there. Are you getting me? You find out in a country, we are living in a country whereby a bus will be going now. If a bus should decide to break down, if there's a rice on it or any other thing, they used to go there and pack everything. I am not in support of that, yes. But the hunger in the land, yes, you can't say because of the hunger in the land. You don't know we have a lot of businessmen who have such amount of money that can shift their product from one place to another. Because of the damage, the car decides to damage, in one way or the other, you decided to go in and flush out those property. It's not good. But the government, these are salary. These people are not asking you to give them free money. It is what they work for. Give them their money. They deserve it. But why are the government so wicked? Sometimes meeting. What kind of meeting are they into with this federal government? You know what to do. At the end of the day, so that the Nigerian government, everybody will be very, very much happy in this country.
Meeting upon meeting without any results.
No, any meaningful.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate you for coming on board. All right.
Mr. Mikey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. He is a guy that was signed into a record label and he never...
Mohbad.
Yeah, Mohbad. He never enjoyed his peace. Until he left that record label. After he left, same thing still existed until this guy died. Faced a lot of threats, depression, all of that. Presently, Nigerians are calling for justice, celebrities, and following Summer Boss, Naira Marley. Sam Larry also has been unfollowed. I think Sam Larry is on the run now. Lee, how do you feel about the whole situation? The news surrounding is there. It's still sketchy. We don't know the real cause of the death, which the police has promised a proper investigation into the matter. How do you see this whole drama?
Mohbad's death is an unfortunate incident, but let me tell you, this could have been avoided. I mean, it could have avoided. It could have been avoided way before now. If Mohbad himself could have averted this death, but he kept himself in that circle. I mean, it is not hidden.
No, circle of what?
In this circle of courtesan. Let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you, the music industry, the fashion industry, the movie industry has been indoctrinated into what we call Sodom and Gomorrahism. For those who want to go to the fashion industry, which is the modeling, is either you go into homosexuality, okay? That's the way. That's the easy path to your success. If you want to be a model in this Nigeria, you have to go into what we call homosexuality. And you see them being gay or being lesbians. In the music industry, all right, you have to be ready to belong. Who wants to say that he doesn't know that Davido belongs to a cult group? Who wants to say that he doesn't know that whiskey belongs to a cult group? I mean, we are all their fans, isn't it? Who wants to say that he doesn't know that Burna Boy belongs to a cult group? So this is not a closed secret. The music industry has been enclaved in what we call courtesan. All right? And when you want to progress in such an industry, my brother, it's either you play with them, okay, or you don't go into the line. I have to tell you that those who are even crying now will either belong to either the yellow or whatever. Okay? Mohbad was also unfortunate that he was caught in that circle. Ordinarily, if he wanted to escape what fell on him, he would have resigned totally. I mean, he could have just stopped that music for a period of time. There are so many people who have stopped music because of what they saw. They stopped it and they dabble into something else for a period of time. When they get the money, then they can sponsor themselves. I mean, the talent is not going anywhere, by the way. I can mention a lot of artists who went through what Mohbad did, but they ensured that their life was not lost in the course. It's unfortunate that Mohbad is dead. Right? But he was suffering from what we call poverty of the mindset. He never saw another means. There are some people like Sam Clare. There are some people who, in the real sense, felt if they can continue on this journey, they will be caught in this web of cultism. Are you with me? When the likes of Burna, Davido, so many of them all belong to one faction of cults. And that is not an hidden. So what do you expect? If they want to train someone, do you think they're not going to initiate him? It is expected. And having made so much investment on such person, and you say you want to leave, what do you expect? I am bringing this to the notice of all the people. Listen to someone that wants to learn Yahoo Yahoo. Do you know why we have so much cultism fight? You know there are so many debacle in Shagamu.
Yeah.
Yesterday we recorded about 20-something people who killed themselves. Cultism, Shagamu and Ikorodu are like sisters. Ikorodu was extracted from Shagamu. So the same cultism that is prevailing in Shagamu is also happening. Mohbad belongs to one of the fraction, whether you like it or not. Okay? For everything in life, there are consequences. When we were younger, they used to tell us, don't do this. If you do it, this is where your future will end. All right? Now I am telling people, the record of music industry is that all the major players belong to one cult or the other. No lie. Whiskey belongs to one. Look, let's go to the international platform. Jay-Z belongs to one of the foremost cultism in this world. So you want me to, you come and meet me, I should help your life. I haven't done that. There's something that is giving me power behind. And I see your talent. At the end of it, I want to stamp you down. There are two things. Either you stop that thing entirely. I don't want to see that. I'm going to do other things. I mean, Mohbad would have been so successful if he has continued his carpentry job. He was a carpenter before he became a musician. I don't like to be honestly emotional. I like to. I'm sad it is there, but there's nothing I can do about that. But for our listeners and for future generations, look at someone that wants to go into politics. They will tell him in politics there's what we call godfatherism. Okay? If you don't want godfatherism, go and work hard. Have your money. When you have your money, all right? When you have that money that you can muzzle the Baba Saleh of your position, nobody will be after your life spiritually or whatever. When we learn to what? Grow through the ladder of prosperity and success, through hard work, my brother, less of these issues will happen. A young child at 17 wants to make money, went to learn Yahoo. Now he's riding AMD, he's riding GLK, he's riding Benz, he's riding whatever. Okay? What is the source of your wealth? What value, what enterprise are you bringing forth to the economy? In the US, the likes of Bill Gates, the likes of Elon Musk, they were confident that this is the value of what I'm bringing. Okay, as a musician that Mohbad'S, yes, he was bringing value, but the people that were sponsoring him were cultists. These were devils. You don't go to the devil for help and not pay back with one thing or the other. My brother, it's as if it's as good as you doing blood money, and at the end of the day, yeah, because you have now given your life to Christ, and suddenly your children are not dying, you're not no, come on, man, come on. This is happening in the church. The highest level of cultism is happening in the church.
Even in politics.
In politics, in the mosque. So we as people, we as Nigerians, until we get it right, family, let us go back to the family. I have seen mothers who take their sons, instead of taking them to a workshop where they learn a skill, they take it to a Yahoo house. Or they take it to a music industry platform where they give them drugs. When you have drugs, inspiration will come. When they release one song, they blow. At the end of the day, what is the root powering that label? I mean, who doesn't know that Naira Marley from now belongs to a cult? Who didn't know? I dare anybody to tell me he didn't know. I dare anybody to tell me that they didn't know that whiskey. As of today, everybody knows that whiskey. I mean, the song came out to say that if not for the fact that he ran away from that place, he ran away entirely, that he would have been killed by his red label. Who are his record label? 5 Star, E-Money, KC brother. But that one is not there because he was wise, because he wasn't suffering from what we call poverty of mindsets. Mohbad didn't have people that would have advised him that, my guy, this talent, you know, go die. But first, you know what, move. Better in America, you go and stay in America, hibernate for 10 years or 5 years.
Why didn't the police swing into action when the submitted petition against these people?
Why didn't the police swing?
Yes.
I mean, the police were trying to justify the fact that he didn't write it to the Lagos command, he wrote it to an higher command. And the higher command, they said, when Samilari also, or maybe it was Naira Marley, when he was invited, they said they invited Mohbad also, he didn't show up. that at least you were the you were the petitioner, right?
Petitioner, yeah.
You are supposed to be on seat. This is the person. Then call for questioning. The guy has been invited. They say he was nowhere to be found. You understand? That was their own justification. Okay, until we get the basic infrastructure in place.
So we can't
No,
say-
there's not you can no, but I can't speak for him.
This is medicine after death.
I can't speak for him. I can't speak for him, so it's impossible. But I've only said this thing
You don't
would
know
have
if the
been
police will say
avoided.
the
get the point.
Say the fact.
It's impossible. It's impossible. God forbid. You get my point.
Anything on Labour Congress and federal government?
Well, Labour Congress once again. You see, these guys have now become a toothless dog. I also unfortunate. Ajero sold out NLC during that election time by endorsing public Peter Obi. For NLC to be successful, they need the collective buy-in of all the ethnic personalities, of all the sectors, and everybody. We cannot take away the fact that the sitting president has his own influence in some certain critical areas. He has people that he can influence. Even in that same NLC, with the virtue of Oshomole that is on his side. Okay? And for NLC to be able to embark on any nationwide strike, they need money to do that. They need serious financial muscle. The only reason why 2012, that protest, they call it, what's it called? Is it Take Up Nigeria? When Jonathan removed subsidy. Occupy Nigeria. The only reason why that thing was successful because there was a financial backing. Everybody gathered at Ganifa Army Square, at Port Harcourt, because they were being fed. Live at Ganifa Army, people were killing cows. There were DJs. People were feeding. Okay, so people saw that place as a spot to even have fun and eat their daily bread. NLC wants to embark on nationwide strike. Is it going to feed people? Is it going to ensure that as long as they come out, they get their 3 square meals or at least 2 square meals? Nobody protests when they are hungry. There should be NSAS was successful because people were providing drink. I mean, we saw them bringing trailers of Coca-Cola, Gala, jollof rice, fried rice. So people had energy to stay under the sun. People had energy to sit down under the sun for 3-4 hours non-stop. But when you, as a person, to Ajero, you have sold yourself out to people. Okay? Unless there will be somehow will sponsor the nationwide protest. And that is what people are already saying, that Labour Party is a sister or a tool that NLC is a tool that the Labour Party wants to use to disrupt this administration.
All right, thank you so much, Niyi. I appreciate you for coming on board. Kunle, good morning. How you doing?
Yeah, morning.
Welcome
Happy
on board.
New Day.
Yeah.
It's always funny days ever since we read in the papers.
Always a
So I
fun.
greet everybody. I'm so down this morning.
But the death of Mohbad is not funny at all.
I don't even look at those guys. Youthful exuberance. It's all about youthful exuberance. I mean, and they say charity begins at home. We say we are in a culture now. We are in a situation where we've lost our culture. We've lost our cultural value. You know, the parents themselves, they are not the watchdog. They are no longer the watchdog of their children any longer. There is anything you know how to do, keep on doing it, bring the money home, we'll be proud of you. So you can't see people from a good home, from a culture that be engaging in all what we're saying about Mohbad, about Naira Marley, about, I think it's of no sense to me. And the environment contributes a lot to all this atrocity, all this gangsterism that is going on now in the country. Right? We don't worship hard working again. We don't recognize hard work again. What we recognize is fast money, no matter how it comes. People
What's the cause? Don't you think it's because of the state of the nation?
No, don't say that. Are you not in the same nation? Why have you not involved? Am I not in the same nation? Why am I not involved in all those even need I just spoke now? Is it not in this same nation? Is it not biting hard on us, all of us? Is it not biting hard? It's biting hard. That won't push us to you know, all this Illuminati and all these things they're joining now. Because it's what you sign on. When you sign on it, you cannot retract yourself back. Once you sign, you sign. For you to get out yourself, I mean, it's either death or, you know. They all know now. They all know. Some of our politicians are cultists. What do you expect the masses to embark onto? Now, it's not even cultism within the school again. It's cultism within the environment. Communities.
Communal clashes.
Yes. Yeah, I had an experience with them when I was in the Polytechnic. They came to my room. To the extent I left the room, I went outside to secure an apartment. I had a girl then that has to cook for me. The food the girl cooked, they pick up the food, they ate everything. I know they were using that to spite me, just for me to apply that maturity.
Were you friendly a girl?
No, maybe it's their girlfriend. Maybe it's their girlfriend. You know, they have multiple girlfriends. They collect they get anything they want at ease.
Why do you go into such, what do I call it? You're friending a girl that belongs to
the girl happens to be my cousin. The girl happens to be my cousinmate, right? We are so close.
But you were having an affair with the girl.
I'm just a friend. I'm friendly with the girl. I'm just a friend with the girl because I'm women friendly. You know, I'm not living together. You just say, okay, I want you to buy food. And I say, why didn't I bring that money for her to cook the food for me? So that they can have sufficient enough to enjoy myself. And I gave her the money. I was just hanging out outside with maybe some people and we were having fun. When I got back into the house, the food I was supposed to eat, those boys, she has served those boys. And I know they wanted to get at me to see my reaction. But I know that I just look at this miscreant. I don't have business. I know what brought me to the school, so I don't need to join. You know, I know a lot of them, but I don't parley with them. I can be with them, but when it is time to cut myself off, you know, if you should remember the home you come from, not just getting into all this, you know, because the benefit of this thing is just for a short while. For a short while. So to Mohbad, to the parents, you should learn lessons. You know, you have to be the watchdog of your child, and every time you call him, you remind him into this, open his head. Remember the children of who you are. Remember the children of who you are. Don't go and disgrace your family.
Now, away from that, the clash that happened in Shagamu yesterday. Also,
it's the same thing with
it's the same thing. Talking about.
But I still have to even buttress put another point now on this stupidity, on this barbaric, on this idiotic things going on with them. These politicians, let me tell you, these politicians we are having, I think they should hold some of them responsible too. You know, because they are the ones that are encouraging these boys. When the election starts, some will align with one group of cults, so another one will align with other group of cults. You know, that's opposition versus the sitting power, and crisis will start.
Do you think that was political?
Yeah, it's political. Yeah, in Shagamu, it's political, right? Let me just say, it's political. You don't know. The more you see, the less you. I mean, the more you look, the less you see. What I'm telling you, all these politicians, they have all those gangster boys that are cultists that they use, either local, either educated ones. They have them. We've witnessed it. We've witnessed it.
Marwa riders in Ogun State are cultists.
Amen.
They are into cultists.
Amen. So who is going to sanitize that state now? That's why. Who is going to sanitize? Can Abiodun do it?
Can Dapo Abiodun do it? I doubt it. Can we are looking for the governor that will be able to sanitize that state. Not only that state, mind you, is in Osun now. They've encroached Osun now. Osun too. When they were to do the Osun festival, there were clashes between the one RAF, society and another RAF society. Rat society, I say. What brought up to those?
You said RAF.
No, rats. They are rat
Rats,
society. They belong to rat society. Because what are they getting from it? The whole world is looking for money. Can they use, Wale Adeyemo? The Deputy Secretary of Treasures of America. At what age? At 38, 39? It's 39 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
those ones should be role model.
We have someone saying something here, Pan Afro, saying that the only people that can hold the politicians accountable are the people, public citizens. Government will not police itself. Mohbad was not weak, at least the boy spoke out through his music.
He spoke out
through his music.
What is going through, Abi?
Yeah, what was going through.
What made him to align with that? They gave him all the conditions. He knew all the conditions. It's late now. You can't argue with dead.
That is it.
You can't argue with the dead. When I get somewhere and I'm within 5 minutes, I know what is going on in that area. Or 10 minutes. And I'll back out. Because your life matters, man. Your life matters. Are you going to sell your life because of fame you want? The fame that will not last long? I mean, it's a common sense thing.
I think the state government needs to rise up.
They're the one.
These
politicians there.
Because it's too much. It's too much in the states.
Mike,
yeah.
The politicians there, they need to sanitize themselves. They need to sanitize themselves. Because they themselves, they are leading by bad examples. A lot of them go to shrines. I'm talking generally now, politicians in Nigerians. A lot of them go to shrines to go and bath themselves up. A lot of them recruit all these boys from schools. They buy them, they give them FC money. They even initiate. For initiation, all sort of things. So Nigerian, what we are witnessing may be just, it has the hands of God, just for punishment. The blood of innocents that has been killed is fighting, is crying. Why killing? Why killing, for God's sake? Everywhere you go, is murder. I don't care. Me, I don't fear. I told them, I don't fear. If you would like, come after me. I'm ready.
No.
The truth has to be told. The truth has to be told. We know them. We know one of them. We mingle with them. But when it is time that to cross the, just to separate each other from each other, from one another, that is when I'll just say, I'm up with you guys.
Nobody is coming after you. Okay,
the truth has to be told.
Okay, I've heard you. Okay, moving down to another story. NLC meeting with federal government is what we found on the front pages of these papers. And NLC has given its own ultimatum, despite the fact that the meeting ended in deadlock. The demands are not yet met. What do you think should be done at this point?
I think what is going
different meetings upon meetings, but no meaningful result.
What I'm saying, what I can say with NNPC is more or less like there's a dramatic dramatic episode. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. I don't know where the episode will end. These people, they have no face value again. Everybody have known that NLC has been buried already as a body, as a labor force agitators. They have no mouth. They have no mouth again. Why am I saying this? They are requesting for 300% increments. 300% increments in this government of Nigeria. We have that the economy is in shambles as we're talking now. That some people are ruined. They've ruined this economy. Successive government has ruined this economy, and the debris of the economy now, the debris they left behind, is what the current government is trying to clear away. And NLC is still now coming that they need 300,000 increments. 300,000. 300% increments.
200%.
300% increments. Is that workable in a country that is broke? In a country that people like Emefiele has used our whole head to mortgage our whole head with JP Morgan Bank in America, in a country that the Buhari cannot account for majority of the expenditures, in a country that the oil industries, the NNPC, they are shortchanging us. They should, well, you see, I have to advise Mr. President, please, we need a scapegoat. You need to start bringing up people and make them a scapegoats in this country. Because, scapegoats of stealing, of corruptions, of maladministration, of anything you can talk of. Yes, Mr. President, if I am to join you, if you need my help, I can join you to sacrifice. At least at this my age, I'm not normal kid. I'm in my 50 now. So if you think you don't know them, I can do an underground job for you to get them. I think I can still tell you the first person that started that refinery, turnaround refinery, that Obasanjo awarded that turnaround refinery to. I can still tell you the name of the person.
Now, let's
right?
move down to another one on relation of monarch. Obasanjo said he's still standing by his action. I think you were here yesterday and you talked about the
in our culture, in the culture we come from, you need to respect the elders. And when the elders does not respect himself, there's something that has to come in, right? No matter who they are, no matter either Bale, they are the custodians of the community. And the community comprises of 1 million, 100,000 people, 300,000 people. So he has rubbished that community where those kings came from, which is not good for the history, which is not good for our tradition. I think Baba Obasanjo, General Obasanjo, maybe I should put general, maybe it's that general, lifestyle they still want to imbibe on now. General Obasanjo, please don't destroy our culture. The Yoruba culture is the most fertile culture you can talk of, and is the most accepted culture. Where you have the culture in Brazil, you have the culture in Cuba, you have the culture in America. Like they have Alaafin of Oyo in the States, in America. There, Alaafin, same Alaafin, he dressed like Alaafin of Oyo. So why, as one past head of states that is supposed to be, behind bar, behind string questions, or how do you bring Nigeria to where because you are the father of the nation. There was no government that came in that you don't write letter to them, you don't advise them, you don't, right? And as I say, another cannot be in the market at the head of the children or a child go astray. So Baba should respect his, he's on departure now. I keep saying Baba is on departure.
All right.
So Baba should help us at least stay aloof for a while and be praying for God's mercy when he gets to the promised land.
All
Or
right.
they listen. But he's on departure now. He's an elder man. He should be praying to God for the
let's allow Felix to talk.
His soul,
Let's allow Felix. Thank you so much, Kunle. I appreciate you for coming on board. Morning, Mr. Felix.
I'm going to start with the death and this Mohbad. First and foremost, I'm going to be talking from the scriptural aspects. They said, train up a child in the way he should go, that when he grow, he will not depart from it. The first thing is that families have a role to play. I'm talking about the mother, the father, and the children. What association did this guy join? What were the parents doing? We just heard a lot of story on the social media and so on and so on and so on. But the thing is just that if the family fails, the society as a general fail. In that aspect, I've seen that that family has failed. The problem we're having in Nigeria now is that most of the families are not ready to take responsibility. Most of the family have lost that patriotic spirit. You know, before they said a good name is better than what? Riches. But now, they said riches is better than good name. They have turned the whole thing upside down. Most of the family in Nigeria now, they don't want to care how you made the money. They are less concerned. But what I want to say is this, is that, please, this generation that are coming up, what did we give to them in their hands? We have more of the Yahoo guys. The one that are coming, are they going to sell Yahoo over to them?
Even some of these Yahoo guys are cultists.
And that's what we are saying. Because now...
They're not just doing the Yahoo alone. Some of them are cultists.
What I'm saying is this, is that if we get the family, if we get it right, everything will balance. Everything will stand straight. And things will begin to work well in a good perspective. Let me go to the labor aspect. You know, I had one of my colleagues here. He was saying that labor asks for 300% increment. I don't say anything wrong. It's a proposal. Even the 300% increment is not to one senator's allowance. Are you getting the picture? It's a proposal. If the government is ready to work, they will say this is the amount we can pay. This is our own plea bargain. You understand? These are the reasons. They come to the round table and discuss and agree. Are you getting the picture? And agree. Why I'm telling you this is that in most cases, there are issues that we need to look at it very well. They go to the same market with the politicians. The market they are going, is it different? They are asking for 300% increment. And you are saying they are not thinking. They have lost their mind. What kind of this is? If the government is ready to do anything, the government will say, no, we don't have that capacity. This is the amount we can be able to increase the labor's salary. That means, just to tell you, if you watch the labor leader, he was appealing, talking to them, appealing to them one way or the other so that they can listen to them. Are you getting the picture? But my humble take is this, is that let the government come out. How much do they want to increase the salary with?
Even if they don't abide by the 300%,
they will come out with their own proposal. So they will dialogue. Not telling that that means this government is not ready to increase salary. Why they are increasing their allowance and so on?
And things are very expensive.
Very expensive.
You know? All right, let's move to the crisis in Shagamu. Are you aware of it?
Well, the crisis in Shagamu is still buttered on the family. The kind of association, the kind of association, the kind of people they meet. You understand? That's what still amount to. They say train up a child in the way he should go. That when he grow, he will not what? He will not depart from it. Are you getting the picture? So that picture is a very clear and straightforward picture. The Lord will help us and will strengthen us. Because when we do the right thing, our children will also follow the right thing. God will help us.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oluwawa. How are you doing?
Yeah, morning.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, happiness. We're talking about the cult clash in Shagamu Street.
It's getting rampant now. See, what I try to understand
investigation is going on.
See, how long will the investigation be going on? The investigation are part of the countries. They are part of it. See, when you say investigation is going on, how long? Many years ago, now it's not rampant. So there is no way can except the fishers, those sponsors.
The people sponsoring.
They have bold. They have strong pull at their back. They do and do, and they go scot free. So you say the root. See, people do Jeffo according to Yoruba language. Jeffo. So you can't break it up, and the die is still remaining. So see, grow up. You see materialize the devil people more.
Can Mohbad get justice?
Mohbad, justice, justice. Somebody is dead. Justice in this part of the world where we live, justice is not realistic.
It's not realistic.
Kill Abiola man still and ways gone. No justice. People die, no justice. So we have to change our system. Our system is not good because it's rotting good. Because they worship money, they worship material things, so they don't give it down to the reality of the home that you are not supposed to enjoy. That's why we don't have justice. So who has gone? We don't be beating around the bush. At the end of the day, we see the same story. So what are we talking about? It's a motherfucking situation. It's a bullshit.
All right, many are calling the federal government, state government, Lagos state government to make sure they fish out the perpetrators of what about death.
Let us see, we have been hearing about fishing out. According to me, I'm praying that they should fish it out because it's too early for him to go. You understand, best? The downhole, I don't think it's possible. At the end of the day, you forget the story.
Are you sure?
See what is happening in Nigeria, see what is happening. Things are not
People are really talking.
Yeah, I know. See, because that guy is popular.
Yeah.
He's very popular. And the guy involved, according to what he said, he Maramali, he was of course. I'm knowing their carcass, I'm knowing their level. You understand? So I pray for them to see justice because the family, they are human beings. Because it's just a boy that is growing up, just cut up like that. It's bad. But there are people involved. See what happened in the video company right there. Have you forgotten? Let's go back to memory lane. This company, those safety guys, they made them inside the booth. And one of them was governor's son. Where's the justice? Where's the video? So what are you talking about? So we read, we learn because we live with God. We have that spirit, that is spiritual rain because we know the reality. See, with the physical, what's happened here already done there. So we have enlighten, we enlighten, give you the power to enlighten your heart to see the reality, the mystery of men. May have mystery that evil. May are evil. City governor is not among at the end of the way, where is the justice? Now I come on, so where is the justice? The justice is that you are now on the stand. We're no justice. No justice. And I'll be frank with you. It's stand with the dead and it's wrong because it's bad. It's wrong. But if there's justice, you and I will be happy. I don't think so.
All right, thank you so much, Olu.
I don't think so.
We need to end the program now.
Live, you are welcome.
All right.
Greetings to all of you.
All right, greetings to the viewers. Before I go, let me quickly say hi once more to some of our viewers that joined us in the middle of the program. We have Fad saying thank you so much for joining us. Taiwo Odunlade, we appreciate you for joining us. We have Congo, Indu, Busy or something like that. Thank you for joining us. Ade James, we appreciate you. Afro, thank you so much for joining us. And the rest of others. Damian Osas, thank you so much. Abe, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Gabriel, I appreciate you. King Henry, thank you so much. Osaze Unikli, thank you so much. Jacob Adideji, thank you so much. Yetunde Mayomi, we appreciate you. Gladys Onyabo, say thank you so much to everybody. Join us tomorrow on 15. Bye for now.